Going on, CDL fans? It's time for our last game day of July. Be another playoff game day. We head into Game 3 territory in the Best Out of 7 series of the Car Demolition League's conference quarterfinals. Should be fun to watch all these teams go at it in Game 3. Let's get a look at what series are on tap, give you a little preview of each game that's happening here today. Alright, time to give you a little preview of the first game that's going to be on tap tonight. It is the number 2 seeded Philadelphia Demons, up 2 games to none in their best of 7 series against the number 7 seeded Washington Patriots. Big contrast between games 1 and 2. Game 1, Silver Molina really went above and beyond. 3 collisions, 3 flips. Offense wasn't there in as much rapid flipping there in game 2. Silver Molina had a much harder time taking down that Washington squad. And really, you have to contribute that to the Patriots really stepping up in game 2. I mean, they gave the Demons a fight. Good run for their money. Game 2 went into overtime. And after being beat 15-5, I mean, you got to respond somehow, some way. And the Patriots kind of did that in game 2. I mean, definitely give them a much harder fight. Said, hey, we're not going to be taken down that easy. The thing is, they could have definitely used the win out of that. They ended up losing in OT. Philly looking to ride that momentum here in game 3, while Washington tries to build from that loss, because there's a lot of things that can be learned. Like we learned, Landlord is capable of stepping up and getting the job done, which he did. We also learned, though, that when he needs to be, Silver Demon can be clutch for Philadelphia. So a couple of things learned there. I think if Washington steps up the same way they did in Game 2, I think they might be able to win this game here in Game 3. They got home turf. Cockroach maybe plays a little better, along with Landlord keeping his game at that high level. Washington could be hard to beat, but of course Philadelphia still a dangerous team. So we'll see what happens in a little bit, but let's get on to the next series. Alright, CDL fans, next series we are going to get into here. Bradford Brawlers with home field taking on the Hartford homies here in Game 3. Of course, the number 5 and 4 seed of the Eastern Conference going head-to-head. And this series could drive any sane man crazy, because you just don't know what's going to happen. Game 1, Hammer comes out for the homies, gets the shutout, 15-0, Hartford wins. Game 2, Buzzsaw comes out first for the Bradford Brawlers, goes 3-0, 15-0, Bradford wins. Series is tied at 1 game apiece, so what happens in Game 3 after seeing 2 shutouts on each side? In any case, it's just a thing of 2 cars in the series that have stepped up. Question is, do they step up again? I believe they'll probably be the first 2 out there facing each other today. Both teams knowing what those cars are capable of. How does this play out in Game 3? We're going to find out in a little bit. But nonetheless, I think we just got to see a better effort from both sides. I think this series, it's probably going to go Game 7 if the effort stays where it's at. But if one team stays level and then another team has all cars running on all cylinders, that team could run away with it. But as of right now, I think this one's going to into 6 or 7 games. But nonetheless, Brawlers, homies, Game 3, what's going to happen? Man, it's the record book here, and toss it out the window. You can't tell what's going to happen. You can't tell what's going to happen, because just 2 shutouts. This is truly an unpredictable series. Game 3 going to be later on. Let's go look at another series. Alright, we've reviewed 2 series and where they are, and now we look at Game 3, the preview of Los Angeles and Indianapolis. The Blades and the Reapers. Blades, they just seem to be overpowering the Reapers here in this series. We see a little bit of life out of Blue Indy. If he can maybe somehow step it up just a little bit more, I mean, he's getting quick flips out there. I mean, he goes out there against Far Future in Game 1, gets the flip right away on him, ties the game at 5. In the game before that, I believe that he did just about the same thing. He took down Far Future yet again and actually took down Grelina in Game 2 pretty much right away. But then his Achilles heel, Pink Indy Jr. comes in every time. Blue Indy, gotta give him the credit. He is trying to carry the Reapers on his shoulders. Gold Z28 really needing to step up. That's the main point. He is the key. They need that defense. They got the offense happening with Blue Indy there, but now they need that defense to step up. But now the Blades, they've been forewarned. And this is the thing. They got the warning, but they still got a 2-0 series lead here in a best-of-7 series. If they can, on the road here, heed to that warning, they can take full effect. And I mean, this team has just been able to outmatch Indianapolis on the field throughout the first 2 games. Game 3, no reason why they can't do it again. This team knows how to step up. The Blades, the only team that hit over the 40-win mark this season. As a matter of fact, a final season record of 44 wins, 4 losses, 1 tie, and 1 overtime loss. So they only lost 4 out of 50 games in regulation. Altogether 5 out of 50. So, overtime and overtime and regulation losses, they only lost, 5 times 2 is 10. Yeah, so only 10% of the games. I mean, what other team like that only lost 10% of their games? And then won 88% of their games. So you got to take a look at that in huge concept. They won 44, so yeah, 88%. 88% winning percentage for the Blades. No other team was able to match that at all. So the Reapers got their work cut out for them in Game 3, sure enough. They need to step it up a little bit more, but don't be surprised that the Blades are prepared now. I think they know the kind of threat that Blue Indy can cause, and the only thing that we haven't really seen all series, where are you, Gold C28? That team needs his defense. We'll see if they get it today in Game 3. Let's get a look at another series. Alright, the last series that we are going to take a peek at, Game 3 preview, the San Diego Lightning and the Phoenix Firebirds. Their series tied 1 game apiece. They look to break that tie today. Both teams, by the end of this game day, looking to have a 2-1 series lead. Game 1, I think that was good teamwork for both teams just across the board. Phoenix gave a great effort, as did San Diego, and in the end, Phoenix by a hair. The only thing I guess I can make kind of a wise remark on would be, come on, 44 at 5-point gainer spot for the Lightning. Make a little bit more effort in OT. You're a heavyweight guy going up against a defensive guy. I know Bully Goat is a great player, but 44, I really think he could be one of the players on San Diego that, depending what's left in the draft when their pick comes around, may not be on that team too long. I don't think he's really stepped up enough, really, the whole season, and as you saw in Game 1 in overtime. Game 2, it was a little bit different. Phoenix didn't get quite as close, and I think it all came down to the battle between 24 Hours and Green Arrow. And that was really the key battle right there. I mean, never seen 24 Hours play such a great game. Well, I probably have, but nonetheless, 24 Hours going 3-0, takes out Green Arrow and Bully Goat in the process. Huge game, very well played by 24 Hours, able to go through multiple collisions. I mean, he just put on an all-star performance. So if he can bring that here to Game 3, I see no reason why the Lightning don't walk out of here with a 2-1 series lead. But of course, Green Arrow has the capability to step up. And the thing is, if he can get that flip on 24 Hours, there's no reason why Phoenix could take a 2-1 series lead out of here. So that might be what it comes down to, which team captain is going to be the better one today. Game 3, best out of 7 series, Phoenix and San Diego. Should be a fun one to watch. It's going to be the last matchup happening today. All that being said, our first game on tap will be Washington and Philadelphia. Game two, or my bad, game three in their best of seven series. So go on ahead and listen to the little theme song and get you ready for that first game. Demons and Patriots coming up.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some Crash Bowl wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.
Alright, CDL fans, welcome to our July 31st game day here on CDL Live. Game 3's of the first round of the playoffs, conference quarterfinals, about to be underway. We got 4 games on tap for you here, and the first one's about to be set to go. We got the number 2 seeded. We got the number 2 seed of the Eastern Conference, the Philadelphia Demons, on the road to take on the number 7 seeded Washington Patriots. The Demons, of course, defending world champions. They have a 2-0 series lead in this best out of 7 series, so looking for the 3-0 lead. And game 4, they'll have home field again. But for now, the Washington Patriots, they're looking to get back into this series, use home turf to their advantage. They do not want to go back to Philly for game 4. Well, they don't want to be on the road in game 4 down 3-0. So we'll see what happens here, but nonetheless, let's get a look at these lineups first. Tim Geiser's Philadelphia Demons, the Northeast Division champions, on the road to take on the number 7 seeded Washington Patriots. Let's get a look at these lineups. Okay, here we go. Silver Demon will start things off first for Philadelphia. For Washington, it's Blue Tide 12. And Silver Demon gives the Demons a 5-0 lead. Out comes Landlord now to do battle with Silver Demon. Silver Demon, good defense, staying up there. They'll go at it again. The rookie Landlord looking to make an impact here. And definitely would have to make one heck of one. His team down 5-0 at the moment. Almost had the flip on Silver Demon there, but the defense of Silver Demon just astonishing. And that time, no interference, and another flip for Silver Demon. He's 2-0 on the night, going for the shutout right now. 10-0 Philadelphia. Cockroach out there to meet him. Cockroach almost getting the flip. Silver Demon up to the task, and Silver Demon completes the shutout. So after Philadelphia came so close, or after Washington came so close in game 2 to scoring up the upset. Of course, Philadelphia won that game in OT thanks to Silver Demon. Silver Demon comes out here in game 3, goes 3-0 and gets the shutout, 15-0. The Philadelphia Demons have the win. They take a 3-0 series lead in this best out of 7, game 4. They'll be looking to close it out. All that being said, we move on to the next one. 2 teams trying to take a 2-1 series edge after both shutting each other out in the first 2 games. The Hartford Homies on the road to take on the Bradford Brawlers. Game 3 next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Well, CDL fans, welcome back. Another Game 3 on tap for you. Of course, kind of go in order with the CDL. You don't get these broken up things of, one team's playing the game 5 tonight, the other's playing the game 4 or something like that. Nope, all game 3s today. This series, quite peculiar. Both these teams are deadlocked in it, 1 game apiece. Both of them, their wins came from shutout. Does that continue here in game 3? We're about to find out. The Bradford Brawlers, the number 5 seed in the Eastern Conference, have home turf for this game, looking to make use of it. They don't want to go back to play on the road with a 2-1 deficit in the series. Of course, the Hartford homies looking to take a 2-1 lead back to home turf, so it's a basic story of it. All that being said, it's a story that plays quite frequently right now. Of course, 5 out of the 8 series tied at 1 game apiece. So let's see what happens in the short-term tiebreaker right here. Of course, someone's going to take a 2-1 series lead. We'll find out who it is. Tim Geiser's Hartford homies, Shane Geiser's Bradford Brawlers, the number 4 and 5 seed of the Eastern Conference. Let's get a look at their lineups.
And that's why they call me. I can't deny.
There we go, 46 Junior starting things off for Hartford. Buzzsaw got that shutout in Game 2, looking to do the same thing again. So he takes on 46 Junior here, and this time an interference call. I actually have to do some walking for this one. Buzzsaw would have been down, he saves himself. And Bradford having a lot of faith in him to get the job done again. They're sending him out first yet again. And he's got the 5-0 lead for the Brawlers. 46 Junior down. Out comes Indy 5. Pink Indy was in that last game, playing for the Philadelphia Demons. It's crazy to think they were once teammates, but nonetheless, Indy 5 getting the flip there on Buzzsaw. The score now tied at 5. Now Whiteout coming out there to meet up with Indy 5. Like I said, was once teammates with Pink Indy. Of course, the rule change. Could not have the same model on the same squad. Mixed things up quite a bit. This game's still tied at 5, and not anymore. Whiteout has the flip on Indy 5, and the Brawlers take a 10-5 lead. Hammer now out there trying to keep the homies in this game. And it's not going to end in a shutout, but man, it's close you can get to the shutout without getting it. Whiteout getting the job done. The Brawlers have a win in Game 3, 15-5 the final. They've beaten the homies quite dominantly in Games 2 and 3. They take a 2-1 series lead in this best out of 7 Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. Coming up next, we head to the West. The number 1 seeded Los Angeles Blades on the road to take on Indianapolis. The Blades looking for that 3-0 series lead. Of course, Indianapolis going to try to scratch, claw, and hang on somehow. Blades, Reapers, next. Stay tuned. Welcome back, CDL fans. Our next game about to be underway. Game 3 between the Los Angeles Blades and the Indianapolis Reapers. The Blades on the road here for Game 3, looking to take a 3-0 series lead. Keep the hopes of a sweep alive, of course. Indianapolis with home turf trying to break those hopes right now. We're about to find out what happens. Of course, the number 8 seed trying to make an impact. They've had a hard time matching up against LA. Let's see what the lineups are and see if they can actually match well up against LA today. We're about to find out. Los Angeles Blades, the number 1 seed of the West. Pacific Division champions, defending Western Conference champions. On the road, take on the number 8 seed of the West, the Indianapolis Reapers. Let's get a look at these lineups.
I love LA. I love the truth. I love LA. I love LA. I love
Okay, here we go. Our future going to start things off against Black Testarossa. Game on, and Black Testarosa's down. 5-0 Los Angeles. Just like that. Out comes Gold Z28. An interference call there. Both cars go back to their own sides. And Far Future staying up. Good defense by Gold Z28 and Far Future there. And that time, no interference. Came very close. We got a 10-0 game. Gold Z28 is down. Up to the rookie, Blue Indy now. No interference there. Both cars going to switch sides. So switching sides right now. Still a 10-0 game. Make it 15-0. And the Blades making it look easy. Far Future definitely has his name penciled in for a MVP spot. Gets the game-winning put there and serving donuts for dinner. We've seen 2 shutouts being handed out today. Shelled out by both the participants of last year's Crash Bowl, and they both have a 3-0 series lead as of now. 15-0. Demons beat the Patriots earlier on, and 15-0. The Blades have now defeated the Reapers. 1 game away from a sweep for them. So nonetheless, good performance by LA again, and how do you match up against this team? With the roster that Indianapolis has, it's just, you knew they were underdogs coming in, but this game just showed the whole glimpse of just how much of underdogs they are. Like I said, 15-0 the final score. Blades get the win, take a 3-0 series lead. Coming up next, the Phoenix Firebirds and San Diego Lightning tied in their best out of 7 series. 1 game apiece. Both of them looking for that 2-1 edge. Firebirds, Lightning next. Stay tuned. Well, CDL fans, light beating down in the room here. Perfect conditions, camera-wise, lighting conditions for this one. So we will bring our July 31st game day to an end. Last playoff game of the day. Should be a pretty fun one to watch. The Phoenix Firebirds, the number 3 seed of the West, the Southern Division champions, on the road to take on the number 6 seed of the West, the San Diego Lightning. Of course, the Lightning and Firebirds, we've been saying it the whole series so far. Old rivals, teams that don't like each other, been going at it since '97. 2 of the CDL's original 6 deadlocked in this series at 1 game apiece. The Firebirds on the road looking for that 2-1 series lead. The Lightning, home turf, looking for that 2-1 series lead. So big game 3 here. That being said, let's get a look at these lineups. The San Diego Lightning and Matt Geiser's Phoenix Firebirds. Okay, here we go. Mika will start things off against Dirty Snow. 2 rookies going at it, game on. Scoreless after the first collision, going at it again. That interference that time will save Dirty Snow. He would have been down. So still a scoreless game due to interference, and Dirty Snow comes back to get a flip on Mika. 5-0 San Diego. And now Bully Goat out there. He's got the defense for the Firebirds, no doubt. So he takes on Dirty Snow here, and once again, Dirty Snow down, but interference is saved. So saved twice now by an interference, but he does go down that time, but he takes Bully Goat out with him. 10-5 the score, San Diego in the lead. Green Arrow now out there to battle against 7 Series. 7 Series definitely has the weight advantage, and that time came close to an interference, but none to be had, just about a centimeter away from my pant leg here. 10-10 the score, 7 Series down. Green Arrow gets the good flip there. 24 hours now out there to battle against Green Arrow. I believe these 2 cars have tied now twice in the series. Or was it that they tied? No, they tied twice in the season, and then 24 hours got the flip in the last game. We'll see what happens here. Both cars still up, no interference. They are going to switch sides. 24 hours and Green Arrow, both cars still up yet again. No switch sides yet again here. Good battle on hand so far. Passing grazing shots. This one dead on. Both cars still up from it. And, ooh, Green Arrow showing some defensive skills there. He stays up, and this time an interference. But 24 hours was up to the task of staying up anyway. Back to their own sides they go. Here in this 10-10 game, we are tied. It's been an entertaining one. No doubt about it. And this time, Green Arrow is down. San Diego has the 15-10 lead 40 out there for Phoenix, trying to force overtime. Can't do it. 24 hours getting it done. And the Lightning now lead this series 2-1. Big win for them here on home turf today to take that series lead. So 15-10, the final score. The San Diego Lightning defeat the Phoenix Firebirds. That brings our July 31st game day to a close. Great matchup there. This series has produced some pretty awesome games so far. Game 4 in 2 days should be no different. There's going to be games tomorrow, as a matter of fact. We finish up the rest of the Game 3's here in this first round of the playoffs. Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay, that series tied at 1. Both those teams looking for that 2-1 series edge. The Puerto Rico players look to continue their dominance over the Buffalo Warriors. Of course, Buffalo hasn't even scored a flip in that series yet. The Chicago Wind Attack on the take on the Nashville Nighthawks. Those teams both looking for the 2-1 series edge. And San Jose and San Francisco, another entertaining series. That one has been fun to watch as well. And both those teams, again, looking for that 2-1 series edge. So that's all tomorrow. Hope you'll join us and hope you enjoyed today's game day. Thanks for watching, and until tomorrow when we have more playoff games, peace.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some Crash Bowl wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL, dog, no contest.